Hey friends, my name is Terry. You're watching my channel English with Terry. In this first part of three-part series, I want to look at 10 most difficult verbs to pronounce in the past. These are verbs that my students have big problems with and I correct every day when I'm working with students, and I want to show you how you can learn to pronounce them perfectly. Ready? English with Terry. So this is the total list of all the verbs, right? And we're going to see them part by part. In this first part, we're just going to see the verbs to ask, to work, and to check, okay? About how we use it in the past and how to pronounce it correctly. First one is the verb ask. Has that strong K, ask, right? That influence of German in English, ask. And it's a regular verb, so we add ed. Now, where everybody has problems is that they pronounce asked, because you can see the D and you start to pronounce the D. But English is not so logical, alright? Unfortunately, the sound is really of a T, right? So when I ask students to try to pronounce this word, the first thing they do is try to pronounce it perfectly first time. And what happens is that they say, ask it. No, slow. You need to train the pronunciation of these verbs and train in 2 steps. Step 1 is pronounce the verb in the present, slow. Ask. Step 2 is add the sound of a T. Asked. So, ask, asked, ask, asked. It's always about 2 steps. If you try in just 1 step and you're still adding the D, no, you need to slow down and relax, alright? Step 1, present tense. Step 2, add the sound of the T. For example, I asked him yesterday, but he didn't know. I asked him, okay? Now we have a little secret of native speakers that we are lazy. Actually, this asked is a little bit difficult for native speakers. And all native speakers, United States, Australia, England, and Ireland, sometimes we just get lazy and we just say asked. Literally just asked. Not always asked, asked. For example, I asked him yesterday. It's so much easier. Make your life easier. I asked him yesterday, but he didn't know. Okay? So the next verb, and let's go again, alright? It's work. We add ed because it's a regular verb and it's not worked, but it's actually worked. Again, 2 steps. Step 1 is work. Step 2, add the sound of T. Work, worked. Work, worked. Just repeat this a few times. Work, worked. But have the patience to pronounce in 2 steps. Work, worked. Work, worked. Okay? In my case, I worked in hotels and restaurants for years, for 8 or 9 years. I worked in hotels and restaurants for years. The next one is check, right? And the letter K again as well. It's a regular verb, so we add ed, but it's not the sound of an ed, it's the sound of a T, right? Just like asked, worked, it's now checked. Not checked, but checked. Checked. Remember, step 1 is the present, check. Step 2 is checked. Check, checked, check, checked. I checked everything before I left. I checked everything before I left. So that ends this part. Please click like if you enjoy it and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. In the next part, part 2, I'm going to go continue our list of the 10 most difficult verbs to pronounce in English in the past and help you guys avoid all those mistakes, okay? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.